Well, this is our next project. This is Hero. We're gonna try to get this thinned out. Now we're in the very early part of the year, so we're gonna trim this a little bit heavier, not so heavy as much as open it up so we could keep the interior safe. It is a little bit more difficult, especially if you want to keep it nice and healthy for long term. Anyway, that's the project for today. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is a Hinoki cypress in the canopy style. It's not a broom, it's a canopy. Now, the shape of this is good. I just want to be able to keep it like this. So what we're going to do is but don't make it look like we just pruned it. So that's the difficult part of this. So we want this to look just like it is right now, except enough open space to get the sunlight so the interior doesn't turn brown. Also, we don't want to get too much bigger than this. So that's the goal for today. In and cut, barely notice. That's what we want. Be able to prune like, see, without leaving any bald spots. Now, trying to do the, oops, hey. A butterfly. I guess maybe it's too cold, huh? He was just sitting on here, so I'll go turn him loose. I was gonna go turn him loose, but it's wet and cold and windy outside, so I think I'm gonna keep him inside for a while because I know they have a very short life and I don't wanna kill them. You know, one thing about being here, I sure get a lot of little critters like this that just comes. Well, anyway, I'll go take care of this project, taken off. And it doesn't look like it's been pruned that much. You could start to see some of the interior, and that's what I was trying to accomplish without leaving bald spots. Probably could use a little more trimming and or styling, but what I wanted to do was to change the container. It's been a while and I want to check the roots. If need be, I'll put it in a different container. So that's what I'm going to do next. Okay, it does look like it needs work. Here's the screen. So yeah, I'll go ahead and work on it, but it's not too bad. Well, let's just say I've seen a lot worse. But all this root on the bottom is not doing this plant any good. So I'll comb it out, do a light trim, and we'll get to the next step. Look at that trunk. Great, isn't it? Anyway, I'll get back to work. You see that it's not real bad. I combed and I did a lot of these light trimming. And as a reminder, light trimming stimulates the growth. If you prune heavy, sometimes you put it through shock. It depends. But today was really light and the soil's in pretty good shape. Now, when you're working on this and the soil smells like the bottom of the pond, then you got a problem. You have to wash it all off and it becomes a major task. But this one's in good shape, so I just have to put it back into the original container or something that's slightly different. So I got this pot that's a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna put it in here. And then it was off to that side a little bit too much, so I'm gonna move it forward to my right and bring it up slightly. So I go ahead and do that. I think that's about the right height, slightly above the lip, and I have enough space all around. I just put in about 3/4 inch of soil on the bottom, and then I have areas all around from 1/2 inch to inch and a half. So that should be good. Keep this thing healthy for a long time. Okay, I have it planted, but you know, the problem I see with this, it looks good from a distance with a nice rounded head, but as you get tight in here, you're not invited in because some of these branches. So I'm gonna go ahead and see about removing some of them so that it could be more inviting. Okay, this is kind of what I did. I took off quite a bit more and really opened it up. So I think this is more or less done for today. I'll probably be doing some light work throughout the season, more like pinching so that we'll get this full again. But right now I got enough open space that will have sunlight coming through. And let's take a look at the whole thing. So this is Hiro saying goodbye. This has been the Hinoki cypress in the canopy style. Hopefully you are all staying safe, and one of these days we'll get back to normal again. So anyway, once again, this is Hiro saying goodbye, and I'll see you again in another chapter. So this has been the Hinoki cypress in the canopy style.